What I'd like to do today is walk through what are reasons I've seen of why you should have a CFO in general, and then why a fractional CFO makes sense for a lot of organizations. Today, when I say CFO, I also referring to a fractional CFO. They are interchangeable for the most part. We're looking at a situation where you need to have a chief financial officer, someone who is your most important finance manager, executive in your organization. And if you can't afford that person on a full-time budget, which can go anywhere depending upon the region and experience, from $150,000 to $300,000 for a small entrepreneurial business, you can bring someone on a part-time basis, which is what I've been doing for 24 years, where somebody has had my services on a day a week or a 2-day a week basis, a day a month basis. So that's the way you get the expertise of someone with all those years of experience, and you bring it down into a very manageable budget. Today's CFO, it's a very different role than it was, let's just say, even 20 years ago. Today's CFO is not your father's or your mother's CFO. They are in a very different space. A CFO today should be a partner in defining your business model. They should be executing that business model with you, not just controlling it. The control functions are just for that, for controllers. So there's a big difference between the person who's in the strategic CFO role and the controller. There's a little bit more on the debits and the credits and closing the book side, although ultimately the CFO is responsible for that. They should be looking at your business and looking at identifying your risks and opportunities, not just monitoring it, but thinking ahead for you, communicating a vision for you, driving significant cost reductions. And in today's world, if they're not intellectually curious about technology, I think they're at a deficit. There's so many different ways that technology is helping finance departments and businesses. And when you bring that together in this kind of role, what I see is the best CFOs, fractional or not, are a partner to the president, CEO, entrepreneur, a strategist, and an operational driver, just not a bean counter.
Dominic, when I look at that list, that is very much in the present and in the future that you're counting on your CFO to help you with, right?
Correct.
It's using the past to inform, but it's informing action. And that's one of the things you're looking for your CFO to do for you.
Correct. So today, if you're sitting in your role as an entrepreneur and you've got someone giving you reports and only giving you reports of what happened in the past, then you're not necessarily getting the functions you can be getting from a CFO. And also to think ahead, whether in your business that means a month or 3 months or 3 years. Particularly in the COVID crisis world, everybody's thinking ahead in much shorter terms, but still you need to be thinking ahead next week, next month, next year.